I'm using. So this canister, basically, you can kind of see how I'm wired up to the kind of wired up to the sink up there, and then the supply side is right here. I'm just basically taking off the supply side and to input to this canister, and then from the canister up to the cold water area. The Catalina 320, hole number 972. You can see the under the counter pulls out. All you have to do is undo these bolts and everything just slides. I am using a RV style water filter and just hooked it up in front of the tap, so everything's going to be filtered from the, just to the tap here. So this is a Pentek C2 carbon filter that I'm going to be replacing. It kind of is pretty slimy. Look at all this slime and stuff that's accumulated in this filter. 4 years old, and so what happens is the pump slows down a lot. Improves the water quality quite a bit, as you might think, and you can see, like, look how dirty the water is here. Replace the O-ring. Well, maybe I should, but I'm not going to replace it because I don't have one. Maybe that's an idea for you. It's the part number for the housing, and then it had a pressure relief valve on that I pressed before I unscrewed it because it was kind of tight. I don't necessarily recommend this. This is what I use for scuba. I'm just going to put a small coat here, and I don't think it's going to enter the drinking water, but again, not recommended. Around this ring, and then reinsert this new filter that I showed you into. I'm going to apply this around the thread. I'm going to give you a plug. Make sure that you like this video. It will help me out. Just give me motivation to create another video. Here's the pressure relief valve I was talking to you, and there's the, I told you before, the input and the output. And then you can kind of see there's where the RV filter mates with this canister here. So you can kind of see that. I'm going to screw this back on. What I'm going to do is, it burped a little bit, and so make sure that you get all the burps out, and then maybe burp the other, go to the other bathroom and burp all those. Make sure that your pump doesn't cycle. Of course, you're going to check for leaks here. This is the final position before I put the cabinet back together. But I don't want to put it back together and have it leak and have to take it apart again. So these screws right here, they kind of get worn out. So I've been putting this little shim in there. Even a real small tie wrap, if you put it in this hole, when you put the screw in there, it's going to grip better because these screws are, tend to strip out. So I'm illustrating how I just inserted this in the hull and just drove this piece of plastic strip out so easily, and then the boat vibrates, and then it kind of comes loose.